Welcome to Stuart's Cooking. Today we're going to do an Asian roast duck salad. I've managed to go down to my local Chinese barbecue place and I've got a whole roast duck. Nice and warm, beautiful for nice flavors. The other ingredients that go in the duck salad is the Spanish onions, tomatoes, cucumber. I use a Lebanese cucumber there. Mixed herbs, we've got mint, coriander, a bit of parsley, some shallots, a bit of chili, some crushed peanuts, and a little bit of mesclun leaves. So a couple of points I'd like to point out first is one, the cucumbers. We use a Lebanese cucumber, but generally what I do is I take the main part of the seed out because most of that is full of water. And we don't want the juices in there because we get beautiful dressing that we make from the duck juice. Okay. The other thing is then with the tomatoes, we quarter them as well. And all we want is the outside flesh. So we take it like that. And that's what we have. So here we have our tomato done and our cucumber already sliced. Right, now moving on to the duck. So I mentioned, unwrap here, got beautiful whole fried duck. Now one of the secrets of this is to keep the juice, and by that I mean when they roast the duck they actually sew this hole up with a skewer, and when you actually open it up, and if it's a real fresh duck, you get all this juice coming out. Okay, so in there you see all the herbs, garlic, star anise, and you have this juice. Beautiful flavor for what you need. So we'll take this aside. Unwrap this paper. And here we go, the whole roaster. So now what we want to do is we want to break it down. Okay, so we cut it down into quarters, and if you haven't done a duck before, think of a duck like a chicken. It is the same anatomy. So you break it down to legs, breast, 2 legs, 2 breasts per duck. And the thing is, you want to make sure you get as much of this beautiful crispy skin as you can, because all that adds flavor and goes nicely into your salad. Okay, so there's 2 legs. Down the center, you should be able to pull one side apart, run down here, turn it on its side, run along the back. You should be able to just cut in here between the join, and then there you go, duck breast, beautiful. Do the same on this side, cut through the join at the wing bone there, and it should just come away like so. Now here you've got a lot of skin here. You can take this skin off. Now you might say, oh, all this skin full of fat. You know, you don't like to eat fat, you don't like that. The thing is, with this salad, you've got onion, Spanish onion, and you've got some shallots in it. With that, you can actually then use that for breaking down the fat. Excuse me for a minute. Okay. I've taken the basic bones away from the duck, so you've got no carcass. Now you've only got the duck breast and duck legs left. So what we do, here's our Spanish onion. As I said, Spanish onion is really good because it breaks down the fat. Tomato, cucumber. This is one of my favourite salads of all time, is this one. It's very light, it's full of flavour. Yeah. Okay, fresh herbs. More fresh herbs. Now, we have some fresh chilli here. Got about 5 or 6 chilies in here. Little bird's eye one, they'll be nice to give a real bite. I've got some mixed leaves. I'm not going to add this in till the last minute. Okay? Now, this beautiful juice I've got, that's going to make half of my dressing. I'm going to add to that some lemon juice and lime juice, some olive oil, a little bit of sesame oil, some fish sauce, bit of sugar, and maybe, depending on the flavour, a little bit of sweet chilli sauce. Mix that all together and I'll pour it over all the ingredients, and then we mix it all in. But when we get to that, I'll explain that point. So first thing, we're just going to cut the duck up into nice strips. Take as much meat off the bone as we can. Don't throw the bones away. There's always somebody that will gnaw on the bones for you. So there, that's all the bones out. With the legs here, and just cut through it like so. And then you've got 1 bone, 2 bone. Again, where the join is, cut through the join. Pull apart, and then all we need to do is go in here, pull it up, and the bone comes out. Same with this one. So now we just cut this through into strips, like so. Leaving all the skin and fat there as well. It's all beautiful, full of flavour. Sprinkle that on top. Now this is nice, you know, the fat in it is still moist because it hasn't gone cold. So, you know, if you buy a duck and use it the next day, you will find that the fat is quite hard in there. It's a bit harder to break down when you eat it. It's a bit fat, tastes a little bit more fatty. Okay, so there's all your duck sliced up, and then that, you just sprinkle that over the top. Okay, so now I'll just get a clean board. I'll be right back and we'll make the dressing. Okay, right, we're back, got a clean board, ready to do. Now this is all the juices that have come out from the duck. It's not exactly a nice colour, it's a little bit grey brown, but full of flavour. What we're going to do now is add some lemon and lime juice to that. So you want about 2/3 lemon and lime juice to that juice. So we'll probably do 2 limes and 1 lemon. So there we have all that. Just put that aside. So we've got that to start with. Now we need to add a little bit of sugar. This will probably need about 1.5 spoons of sugar. Need to have a few drops sesame oil, not too much because sesame oil can be very strong in flavour. Fish sauce, you want to have about 5 spoons fish sauce. a little bit of oil and mix that up. Now I generally add a little bit of sweet chili sauce as well, just to bring, it actually helps bring the flavour out a bit. So that's about 30 to 50 mils. Again, that part depends on your flavour. So again, you mix it up. Taste that. Okay, it should be salty, slightly salty and sweet, not too hot and spicy, because your hot and spicy is the fresh chilies that are in there. Okay, so, yep. So then, you just pour that over. Now, last time I made a salad, I made a warm seafood salad, and I said we actually get it in the bowl and just toss it and mix it up. Well, today, we're not going to do that with this. We're going to actually work it so that we slightly bruise the vegetables in there, the tomato, the onion, the duck. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to push into the dressing. So we turn around and we just squeeze and mix it while we're turning it and tossing it. Okay, you keep doing that. Turn your bowl a little bit, make sure it mixes up all nicely through there, and just give it a squeeze like that. Not trying to rip it to bits or anything, but what you're doing is you're bringing out the juices of all the different ingredients there. The acid that's in the onion, you know, the hot that's in the chili, the nice sweetness from the tomato, bruising the herbs, which is mint, coriander, parsley in there, and all that brings out flavour, and when it all mixed together, you have a really nice dish. So let's just taste it. Very nice. Okay, now all we have to do is dress it. So I'll get the bowl and then we put the last ingredients in, dress it. Now we dress our salad. We're just going to serve this in a large bowl so people can help themselves when they actually have it. You put it in the middle of the table there. So there we have beautiful duck salad, nice light. Finish it off with just some roasted peanuts, chopped roasted peanuts on it, and a little bit of herb garnish on top. And there's a beautiful Asian duck salad. Thank you.